Hey Rudy, how's it going? How do you feel about us logging on to Twitch tonight and maybe doing a bit of streaming? I mean, now that Minja's shut down, I think we should probably really get on that Twitch train. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't think we've got time, Dante. I just don't think we've got time.
Okay, yeah, no, I've been putting it off, to be honest. That's why I wanted to go on Twitch, but it is going to be a tough podcast, isn't it? I mean, this is the start of the next generation right here. I mean, it's the start of October now. The gloves are coming off. We've got release dates now and everything and prices and...
I know, Dante. I know.
Hey, Rudy, are you okay? You sound pretty flushed there, mate.
It's just too much, Dante. It's just too much. I can't cope. I'm stressed. I need a moment.
Okay, what are you stressed about? I mean, you don't do anything ever.
This podcast, Dante. I can't handle it anymore. This podcast, I just can't. There's too much going on right now.
Okay. It's just that you didn't hear me the first time, but you don't do anything. So why is there too much going on?
Have you not read N4G, Dante? Have you not looked on every single Reddit thread? There is so much massive gaming news coming out every day that it is making my anus twitch with stress. I've had to apply some cream to it, okay? This is doing my nutting. I can't handle it.
It's doing your tag nut in, is it? Okay. All right, yeah, sure. There's a fair amount going on, but why is it so much for your feeble little brain to recognise?
Are you mad, Dante? How about PS5 release date and price confirmed?
Yeah, well, that's standard. That's what we get every time there's a new generation launch, isn't it?
Okay. What about the whole pre-order fiasco and all the chaos of people getting a PS5? You know, people refreshing their browser to get a pre-order every 5 milliseconds.
Well, yeah, I mean, don't leave out the Xbox Series X as well. And that was a pain, but okay.
Yeah, what about the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X launch date and price reveals?
Yeah, well, we needed to know the price and the launch and the date. It's standard stuff.
Yeah, but then what about Microsoft then throwing shade about pre-ordering fiasco? Then they had their own pre-order fiasco. Then all the websites crashed for them, and yet they totally haven't sold out their allocation and things, despite the fact that some's still online, but there isn't still on some online, and it's just God.
Ooh, okay, yeah, all right, okay. I didn't manage to get mine yet either way, but okay, I guess
that is the tip of the bloody iceberg, Dante. Seriously, there's a PC Master Race. We've got stuff going on there. NVIDIA announced and launched a GeForce 3080 and 3090 range of GPUs. They need a fucking power station to run them, and they went and sold out in seconds as well. And they've gone, and that's been in the news and stuff.
Anything else? You want to throw one in this one?
Yeah, what about the whole Boobisoft apology that they publicised, but not as part of their actual announcements when they said they were sorry? He said they would add it to actual announcements, and never actually added it to actual announcements. And it turned out that famed French game director Michael Pasquer has retired because he was being investigated as well.
Okay, that seems to be happening every month, if I'm honest. Something new, shitty thing coming out about Boobisoft, sure.
But then we've got the whole upgrade things going on, all the hoo-ha around that. I mean, we've got some games being made free with upgrades to the next generation, like Cyberpunk 2077, and then some not being free, like Control Super Ultimate Completely Last Release Edition, and that's not going to get a free upgrade, and that's a big massive hoo-ha, and the internet's on fire about that.
Yes, I'm annoyed about that too, but calm down. Okay, we've got lots to talk about. It's a target-rich month. We've got plenty to talk about.
Lots to talk about. It's insane. The industry is completely going mental and shifted. Amazon just announced their own cloud streaming service, Luna, which is going to be better value than Stadia and have much more games at launch, including loads of Boobisoft games. That's just too damn much for me to handle. We can't fit it all into one episode. What are we going to do?
True. Okay, true. Okay, a lot is happening. Come on. That just means we have a full to the brim show, which hopefully is going to get us some more listens. We can do this. We've been preparing and training for the next gen all year. We've been really looking forward to some of this information, and now it's here. We should be excited about it. We got this. We can make this show relevant, give the people what they need to know. Will be the objective. It's our job to take stock of the situation and really understand what people want and what matters to them and what's just noise. We stand for the people, for consumer rights. We don't get flustered at these corporate shenanigans. We are Jambags! We're better than that. We don't give in to hype and hysteria. We provide satire on gaming culture and media. We sit outside the corporate machine. We don't get flustered like this. We take a fine scalpel to the news and show just how much hype don't matter.
Yeah, well, Microsoft have bought Bethesda as well.
What?
Yeah, Bethesda, Microsoft have got Doom, they've got Elder Scrolls, they've got Wolfenstein, Fallout, Bethesda, the whole shitting lot. Bethesda.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, we aren't prepared at all. We really aren't. Oh, the hype's too much. The hype's too much.
I know. What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Help, mommy.
Welcome, Jambaggers, to another episode of the Jambags Gaming Podcast with myself, Rudy Manchego, and my co-host,
Mr. Dante Rodriguez. And this is going to be a semi-special, because we like a good semi here at Jambags, don't we?
We can just about muster a semi at the best of times.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, as you heard from our intro, there is a hell of a lot going on in the world of gaming at the moment. And we want to talk about a lot of that this episode, don't we, Rudy?
We absolutely do, and this is a very, very different episode, I guess, from some previous ones. Normally, we have a section about the news, we have different features. This one, though, we've got so much going on. We're just going to be cutting to like next gen, to stuff going on in the industry. It's literally jam packed this episode. So we're kind of going to kick out our normal format out the window and just go for it.
Yeah, no, I think that's the right way forward. I mean, let's start just by talking about the whole pre-order debacle on both of the major consoles. I mean, have you managed to get your pre-order in for what I'm assuming is your PS5?
I have. I was incredibly lucky to literally in a 2-minute window on Amazon just had the Amazon page open. I was at work. I was on a call, and whilst talking, I was literally refreshing it, and I just saw it just said, it just pinged up, and because I've got like an account and everything, I just pressed pre-order now, and it went through, and then about a minute and a half after that, they're gone. So I was really, really lucky, and I've had no cancellation email or anything yet so far. So I don't feel like I've earned it anyway. I feel that I was just literally in the right place at the right time. So yeah.
Wow.
Just about managed it.
That's great.
But how about you? Have you been trying to, or?
I've been trying a little bit, but with my work schedule, when I have to sort of deliver training courses, I'm not able to be, on the right websites at the right times. I mean, I know some more pre-orders went live today. I was in the middle of training. I would have logged in and had a go, but no, I've not managed it. I keep checking the Microsoft site, which links to all the other retailers, and they keep saying how it's all out of stock. And to be honest, I was thinking about waiting for at least a bundle to know what kind of game I could get with it, not to worried about the actual console itself. I can wait a week or two, unless pre-orders are all over the place, and then I will probably do one. But I figure within a week or two of release, they'll resupply, and they'll be able to offer some kind of bundle deal at the same time. So maybe I'm not that bothered about a pre-order.
Yeah, and you're going for the Series X, aren't you? You're going for the full fatty boom batty Xbox.
Yes, I absolutely am, with the additional teraflops, and the one that's been making a lot of news journalist pages at the moment, because a lot of people have got review consoles to actually test, and they're actually testing. I think it was on The Verge. They were testing the load times compared to the Xbox One X and the Xbox Series X, and there is quite a hefty shift. I mean, I believe this is getting quoted quite a lot of places, but they think going back to an Xbox One X is like going back to 56k modems, and then with Xbox Series X being the broadband equivalent.
Yeah, and obviously as a PlayStation, we've got absolutely nothing to go on. No one's making any news or got any copies or anything like that. So it's either a fantastic marketing campaign about to keep it mystery, or I'm about to have lost quite a lot of money on a naff old console. But what games would you get day one had you got a pre-order? What's the kind of thing that you're thinking?
Well, I'm in a little bit of a quandary here, because we know how much we love Boobisoft at the moment. Sorry, Ubisoft, because this is real world stuff now, isn't it? Yeah, not massive fans of theirs, but the only sort of two games that look like the type of games I personally would play on launch day would be Watch Dogs Legion and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, I would much rather follow the Jimquisition line of buying it pre-owned, but then if it's between that and having nothing to play on my new console on day one, I don't know. I'm going to have to make a bit of a decision here, but those are the only games that are really standing out for me as the type of games I personally would play. So I'm in a pickle. What about you?
Yeah, it is a tough one. Well, I put a pre-order in for Spider-Man Miles Morales on PS5 for my launch title, and the remaster of Demon's Souls, which is also a launch title. But I must say that I was stung having to put a pre-order down of £70 for Demon's Souls. That's how much the game is costing. And I think you're going to start seeing, I don't think this isn't a Sony thing. I think that, the industry unilaterally moving to try and charge more for next gen. And it means that I won't be buying as many games new. It's like, yes, this is a launch console. I don't see the point for me spending all the money to not have, two of the flagship games for it, two of the reasons to buy it.
Yes.
But £70, I won't be buying it. It's going to have to be really blooming special for me to spend £70 on it. And I don't know if I will, to be honest, because, I know that in 3 to 4 months, those prices are going to drop to £40-50,
and there's a
what can I say?
There's a good selection of games on the Xbox platform, which you'd get a free upgrade for anyway. And obviously, when Cyberpunk drops, which won't be long after the console release, that they'll be giving me a free Series X version of that.
That's weird because it's down to come. Yeah, well, it's coming down. They're doing free upgrades on the PS5 as well for Cyberpunk, but it depends on the game and the thing. So you won't get a free upgrade with Control, for example.
No, I hate that because I loved Control. That was my game of the year last year.
Yeah, and so you have to buy the Ultimate Edition, which you get is cheaper. But you still got to buy it again to play it, but it's exactly the same game. They've just got the DLC bolted into it, but you got to buy it again if you want the free upgrade, which is I bought it on PC because I thought, up yours, and I got it on a cheap deal. So the whole upgrade stuff is just like, but it is the start of a new generation. Is exciting, they've, as I said, PC games have got a boost with the new GPUs out and stuff like that as well. So everyone's getting hyped by new shizzle. Everyone's pumped up on and I think it's becoming a weird focus because what else have we got to look forward to this year except for death and destruction on a global scale?
I think that is it, really, isn't it? That's we want to have some kind of escapism from this real life torture that we seem to be going through at the moment. I will say that I was very happy to learn that both Spider-Man Miles Morales and Horizon Forbidden West will also be released on the PS4. So I don't have to get a PS5.
Yeah, some people have got really grumpy about that and say, what's the point of buying a console? I was like, well, to be honest, this is pretty typical for the start of next gens. You often have that crossover point. And I think it's, I think as long as there are exclusives, I don't really see the problem. I think ultimately you're going to have a better experience of those games on next gen hardware. But at the same time, as sequels to franchise, I don't see the problem because everything at the start of a generation, they've never really got the hang of the hardware yet. It looks good, it's a bit better, but you're going to have to wait a good couple of years before people have got the measure of the hardware on both, regardless of platform, and really getting the most out of them, getting the most juice out of them. If you look at the games at the start of the generation versus the stuff that's being produced now, so things like trying to think, Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that on the PS4, and Last of Us Part 2, mind-blowing, mind-blowing visuals. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, mind-blowing. Compare that to Syndicate, which was the start of the gen. Wow, complete. You can really see a difference. Same hardware, still runs. It's just, so I think, there isn't, the early adoption thing is more about having, a nice shiny toy. You do have to wait a couple of years for a gen to really get into full swing. But, this is all about the news. We've told us.
You could probably argue that they're only really now getting a proper handle on the current gen, like with Ghost of Tsushima and maybe things like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, last year, Red Dead Redemption 2 probably were the only games that I thought really took proper advantage of the capabilities of this current gen, and it was all towards the end of the generation, to be honest.
Look, mate, we've got too much. We're waffling. We need to get onwards. What do you reckon? Should we get cracking into the show?
Yeah, no, I think we should do. Let's get on with it. I think we've got some hard news coming right at our faces. So let's get on with it.
State to the gaming
competition.
Oh, Rudy, are you okay? Have you calmed down after that intro, Rudy?
I don't know. It's going to take a bit more than that, I think, to calm me down at the moment, Dante. This is...
Okay. We'll settle down. I think we can get through it if we lean on each other. Yeah, well, let's try and get through this.
Okay. I mean, you can make me a cup of tea. That normally helps my mood and my anxiety.
Well, I mean, I'd love to, but technically, I can't.
What do you mean? Technically, you can't.
Okay. Well, I mean, technically, I can make the cup of tea. I'm not allowed to give it to you.
That seems strange, even by your standards. I know you're a lazy bastard. Why is that?
Well, yes, it's all part of the Microsoft deal I've just been hearing about.
Yeah, we've discussed that already. The Bethesda deal. Yeah. They've got loads of cash.
Yeah. We had the big freak out. Yes, big freak out. We had that, and we need to move on from that. But yeah, no. This is a whole different Microsoft deal. This is not just the Bethesda deal. This is a whole nother thing. It seems now that Microsoft own all kettles and mugs.
Kettles and mugs. Well, even hang on a minute, even my PlayStation mug.
Well, yeah. I mean, even your PlayStation mug. They say they're going to honour mugs made for PlayStation, exclusive PlayStation ones. But I mean, come on. We all know that Team PS5 people like yourself aren't going to get to use them. I mean, why would they pay $70 billion for all the mugs in the world and just give them away to the competition? I mean, that's crazy, right?
No, well, what's crazy is that, your Bill Gates won't let me drink my beverage.
Whoa, steady on there, Woody. We haven't created a fake name for him yet. He could be listening.
I don't give two shits, Dante. I need my caffeine. I need my cup of tea or coffee. I need my copy of Jugs magazine and a long old trip to the little boy's room for a twosies.
Okay. Then this might be difficult for you to hear then.
Well, do not tell me that Microsoft owns Jugs now.
No, it's fine. I mean, Jugs, fantastic publication, still independent, full of all those really interesting articles you're always telling me about. Just relax, Rudy. Shh, quiet down, Rudy. Now, sun's getting real low. Okay, big guy, sun's getting real low.
Oh, when you said Jugs magazine, you had me worried there, Dante. But all right, yeah. Oh, breathe in and out.
Yeah, that you breathe in and breathe out. But you're gonna have to hold on to that twosie since Microsoft now own all toilets.
What?
Well, it seemed inevitable. I mean, they just bought one thing that's only put out complete shit lately, so they just took the next logical step. I mean, I don't understand, Rudy. I'm not some big fancy lawyer type.
Lawyer, right. I tell you what, that's you're onto something there. I am going to get on the blower right now and talk to our Jambags legal team.
You mean that part-time solicitor and crack dealer you went to college with?
Look, shut it, okay? He got his diploma. Just because he got caught in the park fisting that word, wait. I'm gonna phone him now, okay? It's ringing. Hello, Noodle. Yeah, listen. Look, you've heard about Microsoft, yeah? All those damn pricks, right? You've heard. So what's the deal? Donkey Kong needs to throw his barrels at Mario really bad. You get what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank for that. Thank fuck. Okay, yeah. I'm fine to have tea and go to Dumper Town because I've got the Game Pass. And that technically, this whole thing about the toilets and the kettles and the mugs and everything is only about getting people to buy Game Pass so they can do that. So,
okay.
I'm okay. Yeah.
That's really good. That's great. I mean, I'm sorry. I'd already drunk your cup of tea. I'll make you another. Hang on. Hey, I don't have Gamer Pass.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, you've got your Series X pre-order in, haven't you? And that comes with Game Pass. So you're absolutely fine. You were diligently clicking, refresh on your browser, weren't you?
Do you think I managed to get one of those? All that cluster going on? No, I don't.
So back up here, Dante, Mr. Xbox. You don't have Game Pass or a Series X pre-order.
No, I don't. And I've just drank your tea and I've blocked up the shit. Whoa, what's that sound?
Oh. Ooh.
Oh, no. I am not going back. I cannot go back. You will never take me alive, Gil Bates. Nah, that's just a shit name. Microsoft private security on the ground, you shit taking, tea drinking pansy.
Ooh, oof, that looks painful. Wait a second, where's my Jugs magazine? Time for a doozy.
Hello, Jambaggers. It has been a stressful podcast so far. Lots of injuries going on. But because things are hotting up in the console wars...
yeah, it's been hard.
Yeah, no, that the Microsoft team really, that's smarted, to be honest. But yeah, no, the console...
But in fairness to the Microsoft team, Dante, that is a fantastic bit of, brand naming they've put in there, isn't it? I mean...
Oh, it is, yeah.
Microsoft, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah, no, you can, fully imagine Microsoft having their kind of black bag operatives named something like that, are out kind of stopping people from breaching copyright and taking names and kicking ass. And as they, yeah. Okay, so we have a lot of rivalry going on. Everyone is trying to decide which PC box is better than the last PC box. Xboxes are out there being tested by YouTubers and reviewers, whereas it's a lot of speculation about the PS5. But they still think it's going to be better than the Xbox because most of the articles I read talk about how much better it's going to be than Xbox for some reason. But yeah, there's some interesting stuff coming out, including some trailers, which I think we've got exclusive access to. Is that right?
Yeah.
Rudy?
So we managed to get exclusive access to we're not partisan here. We're equally matched in the sense of, look, we've got pretty much, we both got PlayStations, both got Xboxes. We have our own personal preferences here at Jambags, but we're not those kind of guys that fuel the console wars. So we've actually got two trailers. The first one here we're ready to do the first live stream of the new Sony PS5 advert, which is really about demonstrating. They're really trying to demonstrate the raw power of their hardware and what it can do in the way that stuff couldn't be done before. And so we're going to literally, we're at the time of recording. What we're talking about here, start of October. This is going to be you guys are getting a first listen to, I suppose, because we're watching it, listen to of what this new hardware is capable of. So it's any second now. I think it's going to start, Don. So what are you looking to see?
I am looking to see some graphics, some gameplay, the usual sort of stuff. Really, I'd like to see how good the Miles Morales game would look on it, as well as it'd be nice to see some details about backwards compatibility. I think that's somewhere that Xbox have always done better, but still, I'd like to see how current gen games will play on the new hardware. Yeah,
I'm looking for something mind blowing. I'm looking for something to literally kick me square in my Jambags, and tell me that that my pre-order that I fought for on Amazon was the right thing. But wait a sec. It's coming up. It's coming up now, and the description for this trailer is telling us that we are rumored that we're going to see the return of a familiar face. So they've got to be talking like someone like Crash or someone else, someone we haven't seen for a while. I don't know. Yeah, so should we let's dim the lights? Well, not literally dim the light. Oh, that's Nintendo. But anyway, let's dim the lights. Let's dim the lights. And ready? Let's see who this familiar face is.
Ooh, I recognise that. That's Bob Hoskins.
Well, watcher. Now, my name's Bob Hoskins, and I died right after the PS4 came out. Boo-hoo. Now, it's been 6 long years since I've been on the proverbial Annika Rice, all right? You might recognise me off those movies on the old Custard and Jelly, doing those Slag BT adverts, or being the Cockney Italian plumber in the classic hit Super Mario Brothers. Now, I might be brown bread, but I'm like a dustbin lid in a toy store. That's right, I had to break these deathly fucking aloes to come back and talk about the new PS5. You'd have to be a right Hampton Wick not to plonk some wonga on this piece of kit. Why do you think that is? Well, what do you fucking think? It brought me, Bob Hoskins, back from the dead. That's right, It's that fucking powerful. Sure, it was designed by some old septic tank, but who gives a pony and trout when it looks like the nun's fanny, eh? Now, I won't lie. It's a kick in the orchestra stalls that I can't go down the rubber dub and talk to me best China plate about how good Demon Souls looks. Sony, those beautiful bastards, have hit a right sausage roll here. So ignore the tom tit that those Xbox slags are dealing with. Get in that jam jar and get down the lollipop on launch day. Get yourself a PS5. Oh, when I'm cleaning windows.
Whoa.
Well, I'm going to say it right now, Dante, that was unexpected.
That was not the direction I thought they would go. I mean, that certainly got me in my jam bags. Well, but possibly for different reasons than we were expecting.
I mean, just completely. Who would have thought that rather than go down the route of showing off a bit more Demon Souls or perhaps more Spider-Man or maybe, even a God of War clip or something, which we were kind of expecting after the last one, they actually resurrect the dead. Using the power of their technology, using the PS5, and not just any dead person, but a kick in the teeth of Nintendo. They got Super Mario in as well.
Yeah, no, that's. Do they not? Did Nintendo not own Bob Hoskins?
Well, obviously, well, if they did, then Sony have maybe they owned the when he was alive, but obviously they don't own his spirit or whatever that Sony have conjured through their box of devilry. Yeah, no, that's. I guess where does this? I mean, Sony have brought back the dead for their adverts. So what do you think? What can Microsoft do?
Well,
I mean, they're going to have to. How can they beat this? Do you think they're going to do?
I think depending on how tight security was, because if someone leaked the fact that they were bringing back someone from the dead, I feel like Microsoft, if they learn about it, they would probably do something similar. I'm hoping they didn't, though, because I would quite like to see. How great Game Pass is going to be, what the new games are going to be on when it merges with the EA service. I'd like to see how Jedi Fallen Order plays on the new system, as well as some kind of exclusive deals, or at least what their launch titles are going to be. Because I think, if anything, and then I would concede this that for launch titles, that Sony have got Microsoft beat a little bit here.
I mean, we were expecting some game reveals. What we got was Necromancy. And digital necromancy, and that is a very different power play, and I think Microsoft are going to have to respond on this one. So I think we've got the Xbox One coming up later on in the show.
Yeah, their live stream's a bit later.
We'll see how they react in a bit.
Their live stream is later on in the evening, so we're going to see what happens in our next segment, and then we'll come back to the Microsoft. I'm assuming it's going to be Major Nelson doing it because he does everything for Xbox.
Yeah, no, you're probably right.
All right, okay, let's move on to the next bit.
What up, Dante? You're all right, mate. You're looking a bit perplexed. What's going on? I thought our next gen special was going all right.
Sorry, that completely just didn't register with me, Rudy, because I'm kind of expecting a certain noise to follow all statements at the moment. I mean, have you not noticed what's going on with gaming media at the moment?
What I know?
Have you not noticed that sound?
What sound?
We keep hearing that wham sound.
I'm not sure I follow on that one.
There, right friggin' there. I heard it again.
Oh, that?
Yes, exactly. Of course I mean that. I hear it on every single thing.
I quite like it. It sounds like something momentous and awe-inspiring is happening. Like, bwam,
bwam can bwam off. No, I don't get it. Why is it across all media? It's not like on trailers and YouTube vids and even behind the scenes of when Xbox people talk. I don't like it. I can't watch a few seconds of anything gaming related without one of those.
Oh, yeah, well, that's obvious. I know. That's because we're entering the next generation. There's bound to be a hell of a lot of... those.
I mean, we're not stood by the docks or anything. It's not foghorns, is it? I mean, why are there so many friggin' bwams? Why does this happen at the start of the next generation?
Yeah, this is complicated, Dante, but it's pretty scientific. I don't want to go into details, but it's what's known in the scientific community as the Nolan effect. You see, ever since Inception happened in the late noughties, any time a corporation, especially in tech, wants to make a big fuss and, make it sound like they've got something epic going on, whether it's a console or a game or something like that, then they bring in the big bombs. See?
But what does it do? It just keeps happening.
Well, see, yeah, I mean, it's, we're very well respected and up to date gaming podcast, focusing massively this episode on the next generation. We were inevitably going to suffer from the Nolan effect. It's just, we can't help it.
It was fine in the late noughties when that Inception trailer dropped, but now it's just annoying. It's been done to death. Can we not get something else in there instead?
Well, I mean, we could see if we could get something in else that, of our own that's pretty epic, and see if, and quite well loved, and to see.
Ugh.
Well, maybe if that will help.
Oh man, that would be good. Will it stop the bombs? I can't handle too many more bombs.
It might stop the bombs. I mean, I'm not an expert on the Nolan effect. I don't know what stops it, but I think it's worth a shot.
Okay, that's a different noise. Is that goose again? That goose from the Untitled Goose Game again?
It could be a different one. Thinking about it, that was a while ago.
Oh, I hate you.
Yeah, but the bombs are gone.
Oh, goose for dinner.
Wow, Dante. So this is next part of our extravaganza of next gen news. We're literally seconds away, I think, from the Xbox real trailer.
Yep.
Now, PlayStation came out of left field. They brought Bob Hoskins back from the dead for their trailer. We're in two different opinions. You're not keen on that technique of marketing. You don't think that didn't do much for you when you thought about it. But you tell me what you're wanting to get from this Xbox.
I was impressed by Bob Hoskins coming back to life through the technology of PlayStation, but it really was not what I was. It was not on either of our wish lists of what we wanted to see. So I'm hoping Microsoft are going to take a more professional angle and actually show us some gameplay. I'd like to see actual gameplay, maybe of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, maybe some other of their. Of what their exclusives might be, a little hint about what we might see because of the whole ZeniMax Bethesda deal, what exclusives we might have, and what amazing things I'm assuming are going to be coming to Game Pass in the near future. That's what I'd like to see. What about you, Rudy?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'd say I think that's just bollocks. To be honest, I think that Sony have changed the game. I want to see something. I want to see Microsoft top that. I'm in it for the exhibition, yeah. Sony brought someone back from the dead. I want Microsoft to bring someone else back. I want it back from the dead, not just back from the dead, like even more back from the dead. I don't know how that's even possible. I want to see something, really big and ballsy. I want to respond, come up to play. I want things to hot up. I want kids in the playground, like, shouting out who's dead person's the best. That's what I'm looking for. I think what you're suggesting is just really boring now. Who's interested in that shit?
No, I mean, Sony, full of Japanese weirdos. They'll do crazy shit like bringing a dead person back to life. Microsoft, level-headed, all about the business. They're going to do stuff that real gamers want to see. Okay, is it starting yet?
It's coming up. So the American firm is getting ready for their showcase, everyone. So let's just see what they've got coming up. Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay, big logo, big Microsoft logo.
Yeah. It's a black room. There's footsteps. Someone's coming towards the camera and f*** me sideways. Microsoft have done what Bill and Ted, the new Bill and Ted movie, could not do.
Wow.
Yeah, that is, I knew it. That is, they brought back legendary funny man George Carlin.
Oh, okay. That's not what okay, we'll turn the volume up. Oh man, f*** this, man. Buy a f*** Xbox, will you? Or don't. I don't give a f***. I ain't no sellout. Ooh, okay.
And he's
done.
He's walked off. Just walked out. That's the advert. The advert's done.
Man, I did that.
It just says afterwards, Xbox Series X with smart delivery. That's all it says.
Smart delivery. They call that. How does that sound?
Wow.
What smart delivery is like? That's not smart delivery. I mean, George Carlin. I don't want to see. He's a great comedian, but no, I don't want to see George Carlin.
You are so wrong here, Dante. I mean, that blew my sweet little nugget. I mean, wow. I've seen Bob Hoskins and George Carlin, two legends of their respective, entertainment genre. I mean, that's. Oh, wow, he came out and he didn't even do a proper advert. He just walked out. I mean, that is just so like him. They just totally, that's just blown me away, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what console to buy now. I might either order them both or cancel them both. I don't know what to do.
No, this is not gaming. This is just tricks. I mean, George Carlin, what's he got to do with gaming anyway? I mean, I'm just not that impressed. Holy shit! George Carlin is walking into Jambags HQ.
Wow!
He heard us from there.
Wow!
Okay. Hello, George. Fuck you redheaded prick.
Oh, he looks pissed.
Oh, I've just been beat up by zombie George Carlin, created by the Series X. Ow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, tell you what, you were wondering what they meant by smart delivery. That is smart. Ghost George Carlin heard you and came over and duffed you up because you were insulting him. That is, Microsoft might have tipped it for me. I might have to get myself a Series X now.
My spleen.
Are you all right?
My spleen.
Ooh, yeah, he definitely dealt you a pummeling.
I think I might have to buy a PlayStation 5 now because the PlayStation 5 didn't put me in hospital. Shit.
Wow, well, you say that. Come on, sit down, mate. Sit down. Just move my magazine out of the way.
What's... the ghost of George Carlin has been by. He must have left some ectoplasm on this Jugs magazine.
Yeah, that's what happened to my Jugs magazine. Yeah. Okay, I'll just take that off you now. Wow, what a role reversal. You've gone PlayStation, I've gone Xbox. Those adverts just turned our world upside down.
They did. They turned our world upside down and my intestines upside down. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to need to... Ooh. There now follows an announcement by Herbert LeFrenchman, chairman of Boobisoft LLC.
Welcome to this short video. I am Herbert LeFrenchman, as you well know. I would like to make it abundantly clear to you all that we do not allow there to be any abuse or problems at Boobisoft as a company. We have failed you all by not doing things the way that I wanted them to do, even though I was in charge of the things that were done and didn't know about them. So the thing I wanted to say to everyone is starting now, or actually in 10 minutes time, there will be no abusing of the people within our company whatsoever. They will not be abused by us anymore. They will all be free to make the best games they could possibly make in the organization. As long as they make me, Billy Frenchman, very, very rich, I do not care. The main thing is that they bring in the money each month. If they do not bring in the money, obviously I will, fire them. But the point is that they will not be abused unless they don't bring in the money. I mean, if they bring in the money, that is fine. What I will also do is make the pledges that I will give 50 pence every time I do abuse someone on my staff to a charity for anti-abusers. I will also be doing a sponsored Not Blink-a-thon. You will notice that right now I have not blinked at all during the entire video. I am staring at the camera. I have not blinked at all. If I keep this up for 24 hours, I will put £12.99 to an anti-abuse charity as well, if I've got the change. So I want to assure you that this has nothing to do with our games. So that is why I am not going to put this apology anywhere near our games, which, let's face it, is all you retards care about. Thank you very much, and be safe during these turbulent times. Okay, guys, this is a bit of a new one for Jambags. Wanted to squeeze it in towards the end and not at the start, but we've actually got an advert from Digital Paintings, the rather large multi-corporation publisher. He publishes a lot of the big sport titles and shooty games. So for your footy fans out there, hopefully this advert will be great for you because it's all about them saying about their new title. So I'll just roll the advert.
Ooh, it's a go! Hey kids, do you like Digital Paintings or DP Games Big Tackle Football? Well, we were hoping you would, but don't those loot boxes cost a little bit too much? Well, we've got a scheme for you where we think that you might be able to cash in. What do you think about stealing your parents' wallets? That's right, a fun activity for the whole family. Just nip into your parents' room while they're sleeping and help yourself to their wallet. While you're at it, if their car keys are right there too, pick on those up as well. Head on down the stairs, out the front door, and drive their car to the local chop shop. Barry Gutierrez, manager of the local chop shop, has a big pile of voucher codes for free spins on the Big Tackle Football Tackle-a-thon spinny roundy roulette thing. Get a whole bunch of those with your parents' cars and wallets and keys, and we'll give you the rest. So kids, if you want to get the players that you're looking for, all those big name footballers like Ronaldo and Messi and other people who play football, go take those cars. See you at the chop shop, kids!
Oh, Dante, it's time to wrap the show up. Yeah, you ready? It was pretty much time to finish up. What have you?
Oh yeah,
what are you doing?
Been a pretty stressful one. I think that it would really relieve my stress, particularly with all the copyright and being able to use the toilet and stuff, if I could get my pre-orders in. So I think I keep flip-flopping in this, so I'm going to try and get my pre-order for the Xbox Series X. Oh, and they've announced more. Oh, and it's gone. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, have you tried? Maybe try a PS5 then. If you're still flip-flopping, try a PS5 next.
Oh wow, no more PS5s on that website.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's gone. Wow, that was quick. Well, in which case, just get the
Series S.
Yeah, just get that one instead. Yeah, it's still going to play those games. You can upgrade later.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, click. Oh shit, it's gone.
Oh dear. Okay, then. Well, what are you gonna get then?
Okay. All right. Oh, here's one. Yep. Done. Yeah. Quick pre-order. Done. Oh yes.
Wow. Well done, mate. Well done. What did you get? Which one did you get in the end? I didn't see on the screen. Which one?
I will be the proud owner of an Xbox One S.
An Xbox One. That's the console you've already got, Dante, you plank.
Yeah, but it was really cheap and there were loads of them. So yeah, check me out.
What you've just literally ordered the same console you've got for more money. You already own it. It's sat next to you right now. I can see it.
Yeah, but I really need to go for a twosie.
Okay. Look, before you go for a twosie, we need to wrap the show up properly, and we've actually got a good question from a listener. So should we do that, and then we'll wrap up and do our shows, and you can have your twosie?
Yes, please. So the question comes from listener Khaleesi. Loving those dragons.
Mother of Dragons, is it?
And Khaleesi's asked, "What is the Mother of Dragons? What is the best or most iconic video game bosses in any game that you've played?" Rudy, you take this one.
Oh, you know what? Great question. My first thought was it's not quite a video game boss, but it's South Park. Not Fractured Butthole, but the first one, Stick of Truth, because there's an entire sort of a boss battle or fight scene that happens while I think around Stan's parents are having sex, and like he could get swept aside as well. Yeah. That's not really the boss fight, so I'm going to go with I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go Bloodborne, as always.
Of course you are.
Yeah, and I'm going to go with Ebriatas, Daughter of the Cosmos, and which is a grand title, but essentially is a fight with a massive tentacle vagina. But the reason why it's epic is that, first of all, it's a boss that isn't mandatory. You have to find it, and it's not easy to find. You have to like randomly break a window after another boss fight, and there's a big cathedral and there's a lift, and suddenly you go down there. There's this huge chamber, and it kind of is revealed if you read it that this. Because a lot of the bosses so far have been kind of like very sort of horror staples and very much like, bodies or werewolves or monsters or, witches and stuff like that. And then this one is a full the implication is that this is a Lovecraftian cosmic entity that's been trapped here by man all these for hundreds of years and whatnot, and you have this massive fight, and it's got this amazing orchestral music that picks up, and it's just this epic. It's a really difficult fight. Now the fight itself isn't the most fun one, but just the moment when you come in and it's got its back turned to you first, it doesn't attack you until you aggro it, and it just sort of rears up, and it's really good. And also, as I said, you are fighting a giant vagina tentacle monster, and
wow,
I mean,
it's
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's so who's Cosmos? Is that her dad?
Daughter of the Cosmos is, I don't know, Cosmos. I mean, if you're interested in Bloodborne lore, I'll say there's literally about 400 hours on YouTube because it's so oblique and hard to get together. Yeah. You could take it as the daughter of Cosmos in like it's an impressive way of saying she's from space, or it's also suggested that Cos is also, and there's a, Cos is also another great one in Bloodborne. It's very complicated. I don't know, but it's just a really cool looking scene with this awesome music in it. And check out the the track on Spotify. It's all full of like orchestral choir music. It's amazing.
Yeah. All right, no, that's pretty cool. No,
How about yourself?
Well, I am a particular fan of the BioShock games, and is absolutely the big daddies that are in the end of basically every level in BioShock. I think they are thoroughly iconic of that type of game. It was such a groundbreaking game when it came out. Well, that sort of fairly intricate moral choices. Okay, it's not particularly sort of difficult. You do sacrifice the little girls or you don't, but yeah, no, I think the big daddies were so different to anything I'd seen in gaming up to that point. Normally I was used to things that are maybe set in space or sort of modern shooters, and something that was set in an underwater dystopia with these big daddy characters in the big diving bells was just so fresh and original at the time, and it's still a great game that I love going back to. So yeah. Big daddies. Yeah,
I mean, you've literally chosen the big daddy of bosses there in a lot of ways, pun intended, because it is iconic, and I can really remember playing that game and just like whenever you realize you had to confront one, when you got to a certain point in like in a level or an area, you had to confront it. It was always just like stocking up on your ammo, making sure you got your weapons selected, everything was reloaded, because it wasn't an impossible fight, but if you went into it just like, half-cocked or without clearing out rooms first, or the worst thing is you accidentally aggroed one before you were ready. Oh, like you're shooting and one got in the way or something because you're shooting another baddie, and then it just went mad and charged you, and you're like, yeah, I'm dead. It's just like, that's it. I'm out. Yeah, no, I mean, that's an iconic bosses.
Yeah, and it's good because, I mean, I know technically it might not fit into the boss term because there's one in every level that you have to get past, but they're constant. They keep coming back, so it means you get to spend a lot of time learning how to deal with them, maybe taking a different tactic each time you get a new one, and really rescuing those little baby girls.
Yeah. No, that's a fantastic choice. So we've got a big daddy and a vagina. So, Khaleesi, I hope that answers your question. Do drop us a comment and let us know what your favourite boss is as well. Obviously, or who you'd rather fight, a big vagina, a tentacle monster, or a big daddy, both of which sound very weird when I say it in a sentence together. Anyway, that neatly brings us towards the end, I think. So, Dante, where can people find us on les socials, as Herbert the Frenchman would say?
On les socials, you can find us on YouTube. You can find our video content on YouTube at Jambags. You just search for Jambags on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. So if you search on Facebook for the Jambags Gaming Podcast page, you'll find us under Jambags. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us at Jambags_UK, which is the Twitter account that is managed by Rudy Manchego, and at DanSolo96, which is the Dante Rodriguez account. You can also find us on Instagram at Jambags_UK. And Rudy, where can you listen to us?
Well, you can listen to us in a variety of places. You can find us on Apple Podcasts if you're an Apple person. And if you are an Apple and do listen to podcasts, if you could perhaps leave a review or a star rating, if you can't bother to do that, it would really help us drive our listens up. We've got a few reviews on there already. You can find us on Spotify for a Spotify listener. And you can find us really on all good RSS feeds as well, such as, we're hosted on Simplecast, but you can find us on anything that has an RSS feed. So lots of different apps and Stitcher as well. And we also publish this at the same time we go live with it. We also put a copy up onto YouTube. So you can listen to a lovely WAV format of us if you'd rather see us on the YouTube, where you can subscribe subscribe and like us there, and we occasionally put other content on there intermittently, when we can get our backsides in gear to do that. So, yeah, there's a few places to listen to us, and do interact with us and ask questions if you ever want to get in contact with us.
Absolutely. We do love to hear from jambaggers that have questions and basically want to insult us and tell us that our podcast is a complete shit show, like that guy from Canada.
Mike was very, 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 very forthcoming with his feedback, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And
we do. We don't keep bringing it up again because we're bitter or hurt by it at all.
Didn't hurt us in the slightest. Didn't dent my ego.
No.
Whatsoever.
No, nothing fragile about our egos.
No, it's fine. Nope. Okay. Should we go now?
I think we should go before we embarrass ourselves more than trump at a debate. Yeah.
Bye, Jambaggers.
Bye, Jambaggers. Oof, wow. Oh, Rudy, did I fall asleep?
Yeah, you've been.
I just had a really weird dream.
You've been asleep for a while, actually. What did you dream about?
Well, I had this weird dream that instead of doing gaming announcements, both Microsoft and Sony brought back two comedians from the dead, or two actors from the dead. It was Mario. No, it wasn't Mario. It was Bob Hoskins.
Yeah.
That was, and it was Rufus from Bill and Ted. George Carlin, that guy. They brought them back.
What are you on about?
Well, that was in my dream. I dreamt that, right?
No, you plank. We literally just did that. We literally just seen that. Wait a sec. Look, I'll prove it. Look.
What? It's Bob Hoskins here.
Oh, you Bob Hoskins. What are you fucking doing here?
Yeah, and see, there's George Carlin. I told you it was true. Yeah, they're actually the ghosts are actually in the room. Ever since we've got the pre-orders in. Huh. Who'd have thought, eh? It's weird, eh?
Here.
Weird.
Yeah. Are they arguing? Are they having a banter? Are they? Oh no! Oh no! Look, away, ghosts! I don't want any of your ectoplasm all over me again. Oh, what's this copy of Jugs doing here?
Oh, that's Bob Hoskins's, I think.